He was 18 years old, armed with logic, fueled by rebellion, and absolutely unwilling to believe. Today, as we celebrate Swami Vivekananda Jayanti, let's explore what Sadhguru reveals about the fiery monk who changed the course of Indian spirituality forever. This is not just a story of a disciple and his guru. It's about a transformation so profound that it continues to inspire millions even today.
He is full, all fired up, full of intellect and full of argument about everything. He's an activist. He's not a spiritual seeker as such. He has no such intentions. Only thing is, he has questions.
Vivekananda at 18 wasn't seeking spirituality. He was an intellectual activist going from place to place, demolishing what he saw as spiritual mumbo jumbo. His weapon was argument. His fuel was questions. Someone told him about a mystic named Ramakrishna who had all the answers. When Vivekananda confronted Ramakrishna with his most fundamental question, can you prove there is God? He expected elaborate philosophical debates.
Ramakrishna said, well, I am the proof. So it just deflated him completely. He was expecting all those head-spinning arguments. Ramakrishna said, well, I am the proof. I'm here. This is the proof.
That simple response deflated him completely. But then Vivekananda made what Sadhguru calls the mistake. He asked, can you make me experience it?
Ramakrishna asked, do you have the courage? Vivekananda was known to be a very brave man. He hesitated for a moment and he said, yes, I want to see. Ramakrishna just took his foot and put it on his chest. And Vivekananda did not get up from a samadhi state for hours. And when he came out, all his questions had completely evaporated. After that, he didn't ask a single question.
What happened in those hours? Vivekananda saw something he had never imagined possible. Every question that defined him, every argument he had prepared, every intellectual position he had taken, all evaporated. The madness caught him. Not the madness of losing oneself, but the madness of finding something so profound that everything else became irrelevant. But here's what Sadhguru reveals about Ramakrishna. He was incredible, but he lacked the cunning, the guile to operate with the world. He had no means to communicate his experience to humanity.
So he chose Vivekananda as his vehicle. He took Ramakrishna all over the world. There have been hundreds of Ramakrishnas, but you heard only of one Ramakrishna.
There have been hundreds of mystical beings like Ramakrishna throughout history, but we have heard of only one Ramakrishna. Why? Because of Vivekananda.
In almost every Indian home, generally this picture is there, Hindu monk picture. Everybody thinks Vivekananda is the inspiration. He inspired a whole generation of people. He continues to inspire millions of people even today because he was such a fiery human being. Whatever he spoke and whatever he did, in a short span of his life, he died very young at the age of 32. But in that short span, he set fire to a lot of people and created a major institution which is worldwide even today.
Think about this. Vivekananda died at just 32 years of age. In that short span, he set fire to an entire generation. He went to America in 1893, stood before the Western world and introduced yoga to a culture that had never encountered it.
You must see these men. These are men, okay? They are like fire. So they took it upon themselves, these 8 people, and Ramakrishna Mission went across the world and spread the message, and even today it's one of the most productive spiritual groups. they're still quietly doing their work in their own way.
Sadhguru shows us that Vivekananda wasn't just Ramakrishna's disciple. He was his voice, his vehicle, his bridge to the world. The Ramakrishna mission continues to serve humanity quietly, even today, spreading the message of a master who could never have done it himself. This is the true meaning of the Guru-disciple relationship. It's not about worship, it's about becoming such an instrument that your Guru's offering to the world finds its full expression. On this Vivekananda Jayanti, perhaps the question we should ask ourselves is, what fire did Vivekananda light that still burns in us today? Namaskaram.